Hey folks, and welcome back to the League of Legends video tutorial series. Today we're talking about the early game. A lot of players don't fully understand the point of the laning phase. They don't know why it exists, they don't know why it's a part of the meta, and they don't know that it doesn't really end. And these are the same players who watch LCS and they see the pros get 200 or 300 CS by the end of the game, and they wonder, why can't I do that? But the truth is they can, anyone can, it just has to do with how you look at the game. Next time we'll talk more about the mechanics needed to play against the other team while still getting CS in lane. But for now, let's talk about how the game's actually won. Strategies like proxy singed, backdoor teleporters, and sending a dual lane against a solo lane show us that kills, CS, and gold don't actually win games. Objectives do. And occasionally these strategies work so well that Riot has to step in and nerf something. So what does that mean for you as a player? Well, a few things. Number 1, protecting your tower is more important than making crazy plays going for kills or CS. But that doesn't mean you should suicide trying to save a tower that's already lost. Number 2, by being cognizant of where the enemy jungler is and where your jungler is, every kill can be an opportunity. For example, the team that can work well with its jungler to push out the enemy bot lane opens up the opportunity for a tower, a dragon, and then an extra tower when they all shift mid. On the contrary, not knowing where the enemy jungler is opens you up to being ganked and then letting 2 people whack on your tower while you're dead. To put this in perspective, killing a single tower gives your team about as much gold as if you got 35 CS. Add in 300 gold from your death and it becomes very clear why playing passive is necessary if you're not safe. It also becomes clear why pros play a lot safer than you might, and why LCS games have much lower kill counts than, say, bronze, silver, or gold games. And this ties well into point 3, because while they're playing more passive, they're also getting more CS, and they tend to stay in lane longer than lower elo players. Because in truth, the laning phase never ends, you just become responsible for more towers. If there's a group of enemies at one of your outside turrets, you have a decision to make. Are you actively taking or defending another turret? Are you too far away to help? If neither of these are true, you should be over there as soon as possible. And that's why through the course of the entire game, you should only be doing 2 things, either contesting objectives or farming in lane. Or the jungle if that's more your speed. What this doesn't mean is standing mid lane waiting for a fight to happen. If you can't initiate, all you're doing is wasting your money. Alternatively, if you can force them to do this, then it's an advantage for you. Which is another reason you shouldn't do anything except defend if you're down a player. And on the other side, don't be farming when you could be helping your team. Whether split pushing or helping them take an objective, you could have a much bigger impact than if you were to get the last CS for that Rabadon's or grab the red you've been eyeing. The nuances here are subtle, and knowing when is a safe time and when's not, and when you should be helping your team and when you should be hanging back, is more of an experience-driven thing than anything. If there are 4 enemies mid, and you've got 3 allies defending the tower, you might be fine farming. In fact, it may give your team the advantage you guys need. The important thing here is communication, but by frequently asking yourself, am I being helpful for the team, and am I CSing when I should be, you're gonna find that your scores will look a lot more like the LCS players. This is TheBloodyAugust saying good luck. Soon, you won't even need it.